The Maestro.
I know that.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
The Maestro.
The Maestro. Durty.
Come on, y'all.
Really? I think that would be cool though. Why? The Maestro.
Shorts. Oh.
Let it go.
How about you hold it?
There's a lady in the waiting room. She got legs and run forever.
What up, my dirties?
It's
your boy.
Me.
I know. I normally reserve my shorts for fun stuff, story time. Let's talk about something. Let's have a light moment. Let's learn something maybe. But I could not let this one go. So I wake up and read the news of Lakeshore Drive and Coach Lovelace. And so much of this bothered me from the aspect of, and a lot of this has been stated already, the hope is always that the adults who set up a situation, especially when you're talking about the development and the supervision of players, kids under your charge, one would think at least some modicum of balance will be able to find its way into the adult conversation. If I am going to ask a player to do X, Y, and Z, to be respectful, to not let your emotions get the best of you, to always speak with care and concern, then I need to do that too, right? If I'm the owner and I am in charge of the team and I have the right to do what I need to do as an owner, at best, sometimes perhaps my feelings should not be in the way. Judgment aside, this is definitely a no-win situation. Hopefully things will settle. Hopefully things will become what we would like for them to be, and that is a stable environment, but players are already starting to look to move, and you cannot blame them. I've been on the side of a ownership and coach riff as a player, as a prospective GM, as an assistant GM, as a consultant, and probably other things I can't even think of. And I see those moments happen, and no matter what the sport is, it all comes out to be the same, a hot, holy mess. You look at how coach and ownership rifts have torn apart not only potential dynasties, but other teams throughout the league landscape. And none of that speaks well to anything. When we see situations that have permeated, let's say, the NFL, Bill Parcells was the coach of the Patriots that was leading that team into the dynasty that they became. And he and Robert Kraft could not work it out. You see that with DeBartolo and the various coaches that went through San Francisco. Mike Shanahan, after taking the Denver Broncos to multiple Super Bowls, winning 2, persona non grata. Bill Parcells again with coach. I'm just going to say his name a lot, I guess, right? Bill Parcells again when he was coaching Dallas. Couldn't get along with Jara. Jimmy Johnson, 2 NFL championships. Could not get along with Jara. Yes, there are some commonalities here. Some people keep popping up more than once. Then we can continue on, right? What does that mean when we have a situation that coaches and ownership cannot seem to function well together? Turmoil. Rarely do they come out of it on the other side in a positive way. Another famous riff was John Gruden and the ownership of then the Oakland Raiders. He walked out, goes to Tampa, takes over that job. The very next season, irony of irony, coaches against his old team in the Super Bowl, wins. Not too long after that, he gets ousted because of riff with ownership. This is the epitome of stay in your lane, and I'm sorry for the long pass-through and history lesson with that, and it more than likely is out of place. But I only share that to say these are those moments when one would expect in some fashion, when a person says it's about the team and not about me, that they actually live it. When you have a riff between adults, it should be discussed. It should be spoken on. It should be spoken on in some sort of manner that will set the example for those who are looking to you to be the example. And this is not the case. Now, as players are looking to move, cannot blame them again. I'll say it again, cannot blame them. Now, as situations are now up in turmoil in terms of who's going to be where, all that has done is brought in a painful amount of instability, not just to the team, not just to the players, but those who watch the teams, those who follow the teams, those who are working for the teams, those who are looking at those teams as potential landing spots. It shifts so many things that the effects probably won't be totally felt or recognized for a while. And I can hear the voices saying, Maestro, you're overstepping. They're acting so full of drama. But answer me this. How many times have you seen a rash decision lead to the ending of something that, despite the turmoil that it was in, was at least building and being positive? And even with the young careers of so many people here in SimWorld Hoops, as well as those who work here in SimWorld Hoops, I will guarantee you, pickles or chili sandwiches, you can think of more than one. In my opinion, IMO, I know what that means now. Thank you for hooking your boy up with some knowledge. This is lose, 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 lose across the table. Do I think there's enough talent there to build forward? Yes. Do I think there's enough ability there for this team to survive? Yes. Do I think that Coach Lovelace will end up at another place, leading another franchise? Yes. Do I think the ownership of Lone Star will be able to put together an effective and a winning franchise? Absolutely, I do. But it does not mean that this situation is good just because of what happens incidentally on the other side, or should I say what could happen incidentally on the other side. A lot of you have chimed in on it. Let me know what you think of my take. Let me know what you think about this situation. Let's move forward. All right. All my people out there, be cool, be safe. Catch you on this side. Thank you for putting your ears on my shorts.
Oh, wait, you want me to read?
Thank you for listening to the Maestro.
Thank you again for checking out the Maestro's Dirty.
Choice.
Drop a tag below and give us a piece of your mind. See you next time and
Is it last call? Have you seen my glasses?
The Maestro. Dirty.
Choice.